So here is a C major scale. It's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. If we play the scale on one string, starting here on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, we have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Well, the purpose of playing the scale on one string is that you can actually build chords by skipping every other note in the scale. And so when we build chords, you can build 7 different 4-note chords just by skipping every other tone. We start with C, our next note is an E note, and then we have a G and a B. And we play that all on one string. It's pretty awkward, but by using our 2nd and 1st string, we can play the same notes in a shape basically that works like a bass line. And if I leave out the major 7, it's a very standard bass line. You hear the root, the 3rd, and the 5th. So if we continue that same process, the root, the 3rd, the 5th, and the major 7, our next note starts off the D. That's our chord. And it'll be a D minor 7. And we have D, F, A, and C. So notice the shape is fundamentally quite a bit different. We play 2 notes on this string and then 1 note on each one of the higher strings. And that's a minor 7 shape. So primarily the major 7 shape and the minor 7 shape are 2 of the very basic shapes you need to know to play jazz. And then we move this shape up again, we have an E minor. That's an E minor 7. So now we have C major 7, D minor 7, and E minor 7. Next, our next note, we move up just a half step from E up to F, and we play an F major 7, which are the basically the notes F and A and C and E. Now, we have 2 major 7 chords, C major and F major 7. In between we have D minor 7 and E minor 7. And as you hear as I skip around, it almost sounds like I'm playing a song. C major 7, now F major 7, E minor 7, D minor 7. Almost sounds like lullaby music. Okay, so that's your first 4 arpeggios. Major 7, minor 7, minor 7, major 7. Now the world changes. From here, the next 4 arpeggios, every one of them is a different one. This is a new arpeggio. This is a dominant 7. So it looks like a major 7 chord, and it looks like your basic major arpeggio. The root, the 3rd, and the 5th, G, B, and D. But instead of playing an F sharp and making a major 7, that's not part of our key signature. F is part of our scale. So we have to flatten this F sharp to F to stay in harmony with the scale. So we have G, B, D, F. So you flatten 1 note in the arpeggio. This is a dominant 7th arpeggio. This is a major 7. We raise the 7. Okay, so now we have 3 different arpeggios: major 7, minor 7, minor 7, major 7, and dominant 7. Next, our next note in the scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, at the 12th fret, is a minor 7 again. So we have 2 notes on this string, and then we play 1 note on each one of the higher strings. Taller strings, gosh. I sound like a geek here. All right, next, but this is real live, folks. This is happening right now. So next we have our last chord, which is the most complicated. It's a tongue twister to say the least. It's B minor 7 flatted 5. So it's a minor 7 like A minor 7. But we have to flatten the 5. So when we move it up and play B minor 7, what we do is we play the root, we play the flatted 3 right there, and then instead of playing the 5, we flatten the 5. And that's the trickery of this arpeggio. You flatten the 5th note, so it's the 3rd tone in the arpeggio. Instead of the normal note that we would play, that we've played that 5th on every one of them, we're going to flatten it. And then the 7's right there. And then our last one is back to C major 7. So let's review the last